Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, we hope everything with you is copacetic. We hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful month. Also, we'd like for you to continue to support us. You know, we're trying to reach that 2,000. Please help us. We're almost there. And with your help, we can get there like we would like to have it by the first of the year.
Yes.
That's what we would like to have, right?
Yes.
Baby Crone, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, I would just love to say that as this end of the year is wrapping up, we would just like to wish you guys a happy winter solstice.
Do you want to do it?
Yes, I do.
Let's do it. We wish you a happy winter solstice. We wish you a happy winter solstice. We wish you a happy winter solstice and a whole brand new year. We wish you that. Thank you for supporting us. Mwah. Peace and season's greetings.
Yes.
Sunflowers.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today on this New Year's? Yes, sunflowers, we've made another year, and 2025 is going to be even greater, even better, even grander, and I hope everyone has a great New Year's. However, I am here to do a reading on Newjeans. Speaking of somebody who needs a better New Year's, I had recently, but didn't post a reading on Newjeans, and I am here to revisit it because I had literally done that reading 2 days before the Ichewan, is that what it's called, airport incident. And I just felt like I needed to redo this reading and touch back on them after this incident because that was not on my brain. Maybe the cards even said it, but me personally reading, I did not see that coming. So just for that to be, I was just like shook. I was just like, oh my God, I really need to check on Newjeans after the fact. So here I am with a new book. It is called The Wild Unknown Tarot. They are animal cards. I do have my trusty Letterman sitting over here on the side. However, I'm going to be trying these cards. They're animal cards. They're really just the same tarot deck that Mama Crone uses, the Rider-Waite Smith deck, but just with animals in nature. And Baby Crone loves nature. If you're familiar with this channel, there was a brief time I actually even made homemade jelly with berries off of my property. Please go check that out. That was a very fun video. Baby Crone cooked in the kitchen. I took you guys along. It was great. But yes, because of that, speaking of berries, because of that, I really do love nature, and Mama Crone suggested these cards to me. So with that being said, I'm just going to use them the best way to get familiar with a new deck, since I already read when she does it with her cards. I'm just going to reading on my own now, get that practice, get that versatility with tarot cards. And also it's what you guys are most familiar with. So you get to see Baby Crone be a little bit more versatile. However, let's check on Newjeans because I am curious. Okay, I'm still going to take the same approach that I did with the Rider-Smith deck, except instead of picking out a male or female card, I'm just going to pick a representative card to represent Newjeans. So with that being said, what card represents Newjeans? After the airport incident, just how is Newjeans as a group, whoever they are? Jeans for free. Oh, I like that. Ace of Cups. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I wish you guys could see it. Ace of Cups. Okay. So, what this symbolizes is, first off, that Newjeans is very emotional at this time. They feel like they are first, this is the new year for them, but also when that happened, this was maybe what could we say, this is their first time doing like a performance, because weren't they going to perform at the Japanese showcase? And because of that, I'm not sure if that's where they were traveling exactly to, but they were traveling somewhere to do an event. And this could be, it could have been a very emotional start for them, because now that they are on their own, or are they on their own? I'm not quite sure, because apparently Adore says that Newjeans prematurely terminated their contract, and that they are still legally binded and tied to Adore because of all the legal obligations and contracts tied up to. So I'm not sure if this was just Newjeans. This is like, I know they have been doing promotions. If you have not been looking at my usually weekly recaps of what's going on TikTok. We'll see. I might do it monthly, but in that video, in one of those in that video particularly, I had talked about how Newjeans was doing promotions and they were out there still doing their thing, and I was confused then on how are they getting these contracts, how are they doing these promotions, who's the money going to, who's handling them, if they're not a part of New Door specifically. And I definitely know that they are under the hands of Me Hinjin, and you know how Adore feels about Me Hinjin. So because of that, this is all very emotional. When they had gotten we'll say basically attacked, basically it was too much. You saw one of the members, was it Hani, even sad, or Minji, went to go, was like crying, having like a panic attack. It was just honestly sad to see. So let's see what's above Newjeans' head at this very moment. Well, we see the Four of Wands. I'm sorry, I'm getting familiar with my Roman numerals. And usually the Four of Wands in the tarot card represents, well, really just the number 4 right now just represents creatively. Newjeans is struggling to find the balance, maybe with their work, with their drive, to keep themselves motivated. They really are leaning on each other. I know there's 7 members in the group, but this 4 represents the foundation, and that foundation that is Newjeans is what's keeping them together and keeping them strong during this time, because not only is the Ace of Cups very emotional, but the Ace of Cups is the emotion. Basically, it's so much, like, it's even more than like a 10. So it's like overflowing with energy and abundance and emotions. And because of that, that could be overwhelming, that could be depressive, that can give you some anxiety and things like that. So because of that, those are things that can make you wary and mentally break you down. However, in their head, and what's keeping them afloat basically is to stay mentally strong, is to rely on each other, to know that they got each other. And what let's see what what's underneath them, to figure out what is it that they are trying to stay mentally strong over. Interesting. Their work, just like I was talking about, the 7 of Pentacles, if you could see right here. The 7 of Pentacles symbolizes working on your craft, and well, instead of working on your craft, it's more symbolizing on the fact that you've put so much work, so much effort, and you're looking back at your work that you've done. Even though you might not have quite finished completing the task, you're taking the break to analyze and reflect and look at what have you reaped, and what have you sown, and what have you harvested out of their career. And that's how Newjeans is feeling right now. Is it basically, is this all worth it? Like, is it really? Because you saw how those men basically were, they could have been females too, I'm not quite sure, but you basically saw how they were charging through the little security that Newjeans had. And you know, if they were actually underneath a company, they would have had a higher level of security. So this is a downfall of them not being underneath a record company. And because of that, they are reaping the actions of just reaping their actions, because there is no benefit out of this, because that is not a benefit that we just what we had witnessed a few weeks back. So because of that, Newjeans could be getting worried, and for that, that's why they need to be mentally stable, mentally strong, keep themselves encouraged, keep themselves motivated, because that fire is over the wands. So therefore, the drive, the passion is over the emotion, which is over the physicalness. So therefore, they're able to rise up out of this physical situation and able to use it as mental inspiration, a drive, an aspiration, something to motivate them to keep going, to show that they do have something to prove, to not let them basically get destroyed just because they are not underneath the company and they weren't able to stand on their own, basically. So let's look at what they have in the past. Wow. Speaking of the past, and I was talking about the Eight of Pentacles. This Eight of Pentacles right here just popped up, and it is a spider. If y'all could see that. And this symbolizes, now this card symbolizes the hard work and the dedication that Newjeans has really worked towards. This is the reason why they are continuing to be Newjeans, and why they have basically band together to leave a door and go out on their own, because whatever these girls, 6 or 7 girls, has bonded them, brought them together, whatever the creative passion and joy that they had, they basically are taking that and using that as their motivation to be like, they said Newjeans never dies. And because Newjeans never dies, they have something they prove. They have the hard work. They are, like I've been saying, these girls are really dedicated to their craft. They really want to be idols. They really want to be in the music industry. They didn't just become idols because they wanted some quick money. They didn't become idols because they just wanted fame. They didn't become idols because they wanted whatever reasons, K-pop, or why people become idols. It wasn't because of that. Newjeans literally became idols for the pure love and joy of music and being entertainers. So they take their work very seriously. And because of that, they're looking at the situation that they are in that isn't really their fault, but they're looking at the situation that they're in, and it is weighing down on them, because this isn't the outcome that they saw for themselves. This isn't what they envisioned Newjeans would be. That's why they have to continue the legacy on, because they're like, oh, wait, this is not the end of our story. This is not what we written in our books. We're going to take basically destiny into our own hands, and going to basically show everybody what we're really what we really are, and what we really are talented. And I even showed a video of Honey, of an original song that she had wrote, and she sounded so beautiful, and that was filled with so much emotions. But let's see what's going on in the future. Two of Pentacles. Wow, they are surrounded by a lot of earth, honestly. And whatever it is, we'll see if it's up above their heads. But right now, what's surrounding the cups is earth. So basically what I'm going to see is that these emotions are being weighed down by the K-pop industry, by the fact that they have to deal with this situation with Adore, have all these legal matters, not having an agency, and all they really wanted to do was speak up for themselves. They wanted to have a right for themselves. They wanted Newjeans, and just because they wanted Newjeans, this is basically what they have came down to, and it weighs heavily on them. However, let me just finish laying the cards now that we've got the foundation down. So we got a little bit of what was in the past, and we got a little bit what was in the future. So now let me really break it down. So now let me I think I'm just going to do this set for now. I'm just really going to break it down for the past and the future. So as I said, in the past, Newjeans was working on their craft, and This whole deck is a bunch of pentacles, so much pentacles. It's honestly, I don't want to say ridiculous, but it's just a lot. And Earth is very heavy weighed down. And with this Ace of Cups, like I was talking about, being weighed down emotionally, that can make you feel depressed. It can make you feel anxious, maybe even paranoid, because there's a lot of Earth. Earth itself is heavy, and Earth itself, just when you think about the Earth signs in general, they burden the beast of the weight of the Earth. So they take on a lot of things, and because Earth doesn't show emotions as much, it's like basically contained trapped energy or contained trapped emotions. Because of this, when there's a lot of pentacles, it could lead to a sense of melancholy, which just feels like the weight of the weight of life is just weighing. And that's why I said earlier with this Four of Wands that these girls really do have to keep themselves encouraged, keep themselves going mentally, and keep the drive. What's keeping them going is their love and their joy and their passion to be idols, or else Newjeans literally would die. But what I see above that is the Six of Pentacles. Yes, the Six of Pentacles. And as we see, which the Seven of Pentacles is right down here below in their present. So that's a nice transition from the past to the present. We see here in the past, the hard work. We see it sprouting. We see it growing. Newjeans was probably on the way to their pentacle when it just got snatched away from them. But they had enough. They had enough sustainability. They had enough support. They had enough fan base. They had enough drive and umph within themselves to keep it going. It's not like it was, a wilted flower. It was a nice, robust, growing flower, and because of that, whatever Newjeans put, basically whatever it's saying is that whatever dedication Newjeans put towards whatever they want in this physical life, they are basically able to manifest in a weird way. In a weird magical sense way, it is magical. 5, 6, 7. This is the Seven of Swords, which I find very interesting because there is a fox down here. I believe that's a fox. You could say it's a cat, but foxes deceptively look like felines, which tells you that foxes are very deceptive. And because it is happening to be sitting on one of the swords to make you think that it's a Six of Swords, Newjeans, but also it could symbolize, but that's also the stealthiness and tricky and underhandedness of a fox. You don't see what it's coming. It's like the trick or what's like left underneath their sleeve, if you think about it. Like I said, something about Newjeans is magical. And because of that, in that sense, that's what this card represents, is that Newjeans has something underneath their sleeves. There is something that we, as the audience, I mean, sure, yes, we see the potential and talent in Newjeans, but there is something in Newjeans that we don't see. And that's the magic that keeps Newjeans growing. That's the magic that keeps Newjeans alive. That's the magic that says Newjeans never dies. That's the magic that's going to keep them going no matter how hard, how weighing down this is, no matter how emotionally trying it is, and no matter how emotional they may get or feel vulnerable or feel sensitive, exposed even, they are still going to thrive. And what do I see in their future? I didn't get to quite talk about the Two of Pentacles because I just got really excited. But this Two of Pentacles symbolizes a balance, trying to weigh something. However, the weighing is in balance and it is in its affinity loop. And it does have a butterfly, which symbolizes that there is going to be a transformation with Newjeans. They are going to find the balance. And how are they going to find the balance? Well, let's see what's above and below them. What I see above them, what I see below them, Actually, this usually symbolizes the outcome. So what I see above them is the Father of Pentacles, which basically is the King of Pentacles, which basically symbolizes an authoritative figure that is very masculine, very dominant. Could this be me and Jen? I'm not quite sure, because you don't have to be literally a male for you to be a masculine energy, but just for the sake of it being, especially because this is the King of Pentacles, and Pentacles is considered earth, and earth is masculine, feminine. So it could be me Henshin in her masculine energy by getting things done, getting things off the ground for Newjeans. Or this could literally just symbolize maybe their parental figures coming to guard, because we do know that at least there are some rumors out there that who knows if Newjeans is really, if their parents are planning to buy out a telecommunications company so that way they could have their own record label. I'm not sure about these ladies' finances. However, that could be a possibility, and that would symbolize authoritative parental figures coming into the picture. But this could also just be that their parents are also there supporting them as being that supportive group to keep them going through the future, into the future. Or this could symbolize the company Adore that is going against Newjeans, because what do I see below at the very bottom as an outcome is technically the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords, I want y'all to get a good look at this. That doesn't look good, does it? No, it really doesn't. No, it looks nightmarish. It looks like something right? That's exactly what that card represents. That card represents sleepless nights. That card can also represent the fact of, like I've been talking about as an underlying theme, being what keeps you up at night, having too much on your mind mentally. And what happens when you have too much on your mind mentally? You feel anxious, you can feel depressed, you can feel weighed down, you could feel unmotivated, you could feel like you can't get things done. You start questioning yourself, you start getting self-doubts, and you can stew in that energy. And this is what happens when you stew in negative energy. Basically, this is a great card to depict that. When you stew in negative energy, you will basically rot in that negative energy, and that negative energy can devour you. However, like I said, it is a very good reading for Newjeans, and I see that they are going to rise above that. And like I said, in the future, the butterfly, transformation. Newjeans is not going to swallow in this stressful time. Yeah, it happened, but they're Newjeans. That's just another thing to keep them like this. They're just like, okay, guys, we got to get a bit stronger out here. They're really trying to really get at us. And yeah, even though they were fans wanting to hand them stuff, I get it. It's a scary time these days, especially when you're getting bum rushing. There's cameras flashing, people yelling, people pushing, people coming at you all sorts of ways. You don't know. You could literally get shanked. You don't know what's flying at you so quickly. And because you're basically like so freaking nervous, you basically can't think straight and you can't rationalize. So because of that, that is a high tense situation. You're going to be in your flight or flight response. And because of that, that can be a bit traumatic. And that can also weigh on your mental, because if it really like overshocked your body like that, your body was in an overload. Newjeans themselves and some of their members were in overload. This is not even the first time I've saw this. There is a Chinese actor, I believe, or should have been South Korean actor, that went through the same thing where she was just walking and somebody ran up on her, and she is traumatized from that situation. And this could be the same thing for Newjeans. They not saying that whoever that actress was is that that's how she could be feeling with all these negative emotions that I was talking about. But just the similarities of showing you how people are really running up on these celebrities, really not caring about personal boundaries, and not realizing that these celebrities are humans too. They have feelings too. And because of that, you don't know the impact you are doing to these celebrities when you bombard them like that, especially at an airport. Is it, was that even in Japan? Was that in Japan? Was that in Korea? Like, were they even home? Like, it's just so much, just so crazy. Not to already talk about how they're already stressed because of the whole fact that they don't have a company repping them right now. And like we saw, they really did not have strong security. So it's just like one thing piling on top of another. And like I said, Newjeans is going to rise up out of that. They are going to remember who they are. They never forgot who they were. Let me be clear. They never forgot who they were. They are going to rise forward. And I honestly believe that. Now that I fully looked through this, I do think that these are their parental figures being there, guiding them, giving them light, and their support group. Let's just say their support group, because we're going to throw Mihyunjin in there anyway, because like I said, she could be masculine but dominant in the sense that she's being assertive, getting things done for Newjeans and defending for them. Not saying that their parents aren't, but just in the sense of how Mihyunjin is playing a role, maybe even stepping in as a temporary parental figure for these girls. I mean, they said it themselves. They felt like Mihyunjin was their mom at a door. So because of that, this could also be Mihyunjin. So I'm just going to say this is their support group that's talking to them, giving them the light, giving them encouragement, sustaining that water, giving it to them. Just like, come on, keep it going, keep it motivated. Don't get weary now. Just being there for them. So what I'm going to pick is one. I'm going to shuffle, because even though that's the outcome card, did you guys see the bottom? Okay, you got what's the bottom? Seven of Wands. Okay, I like that, Seven of Wands. But I'm gonna shuffle the cards to see what I can pick up. The Seven of Wands symbolizes defending yourself, symbolizes having the boundaries, symbolizes being able to not allow people to run you over. There's so much coming at you. It can be confusing. It can be overwhelming. But you're creative and resilient and are able to come. Sorry if you can hear this. I should be shuffling over here. The Seven of Wands symbolizes your resilience and your creativity to overcome challenges. And so because of that, that's a good representation for Newjeans. Is that, like I said, that's basically overcoming this Nine of Swords. But let's just pick out one more card now that I've shuffled the cards to see what is it going to be for Newjeans. Oh, I like that. The Father of Wands. This represents, I know that's a snake, but this still is a masculine energy. So what this symbolizes is that Newjeans is really going to have to defend themselves against whoever this snake is. Like I said, I knew the company. I knew a door was in there somewhere. Here's a door. This is a door. They're coming in hot like lightning. Like I said, they're not letting a Newjeans go. And like I said in my reading that I didn't get to post, they are using Newjeans as a token, as a lesson, as the pedestal of this is what happens when you go against your label, because they're saying that Newjeans prematurely terminate their contract, saying that they are being manipulated by their parents into prematurely terminating their contract. They are saying that Newjeans is going to be a bad example to other groups out there by showing that you can band together and leave your company in debt and have no repercussions. So all of this is what they're using Newjeans as many other things, as a lesson to say, any other group out here in the K-pop industry that think you can do this, look what happens. think long and think hard before you be Newjeans. And Newjeans is sitting here defending themselves against that of what Adore is trying to make them out to be and say, we aren't that. We are Newjeans. We are something and we are special. So because of that, they have to defend themselves every which way. It's like Adore. It's like they're just gotta like fight for themselves, defend for themselves constantly, and they always gotta watch out for the snake that's always out there to be coming like a lightning, like you don't see it coming. That's basically Adore. So that's how Newjeans is feeling, and that's also how they felt too at at the airport. So because of that, it was just completely overwhelming for them. But whatever it is for them in the future, they got a little taste of physically, we're going to say they got a taste of what they're dealing with spiritually. Like we said, whatever happens in the spiritual happens in the physical as well. It's just the way it has to manifest. And sometimes it manifests and trickles its way down in mysterious and particular ways. But when they have so much negative energy coming up against them, not talking about from their fans, but just from anybody out there that doesn't want any good for Newjeans, they have so much to defend themselves on top of a big conglomerate like Hive. So because of that, Newjeans is definitely under a lot of pressure, and they definitely have something out. They definitely have something to prove out here. And because of that, that puts even a little bit more weight on their shoulders, because they don't only have to prove to themselves and not only prove to Adore, but they also have to prove to anybody else that feels like they did in their situation and don't have a voice and is mistreated by their company. They are also standing out there for all those idols that feel that way. So because of that, Newjeans really does have to continue and live on, and this legacy of Newjeans will definitely go down in history. That's why Hype is fighting so hard. So because of that, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Newjeans. I reread it, and a little bit of my reading fit in to this one, just a little bit, but hey, I felt like this definitely fits a lot more of their energy this time around. And with that, I hope you enjoy. And I was on fire with these cards. You guys enjoyed these cards? I sure did. I'm definitely going to be reading with them more often, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this interpretation, because baby Crone was on a roll. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and I will see, please leave your comments down below if you have any comments, any suggestions of who you would like me to read. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed. It would really help. We would love to get to 2,000. Help us out for the New Year's, please, and thank you. And with that, sunflowers, I will see you in the next video. Sunflowers! And how funny I happened to mention her and just tell you guys how the only difference between her and Newjeans is that she doesn't have a group to rely on. And this is exactly what this card is saying, that she needs to rely on those around her instead of trying to take it on herself.